Hello, in this video I'm going to help you understand which shot is better to play when you have the ball on this side of the court. So basically, usually you do backhand, but in my opinion you should do forehands as much as possible if you want to win matches and if you want to be more aggressive. So every time the ball is coming, you need to think quick, because if you take too long to decide which shot you're going to take, maybe it's already too late to do any kind of shot, even if you hit backhand. So the first thing to understand is how the ball is coming, how fast and how deep is the ball. Basically, if the ball is coming too flat and fast, it's easier and more convenient to just hit one backhand, because you have less time to hit the shot. And as every time the ball is coming higher and you have a little bit more of time, or if the ball is also shorter, you have time to go around and actually use the forehand. We call it inside out or inside in. Inside out is when you play from this position cross court, or inside in is when you play from here down the line. So this is really important, because if you want to win more points, if you want to win more matches, you really need to use forehand as much as possible. So I'm going to help you do the inside out, as I already did in many other videos, and then you can decide what is your favorite shot. But basically I will start even before how you position yourself here. What I recommend is always 1 or 2 meters behind the line, ideally here. I play myself now maybe a little bit more back, but 2 meters is enough. And the grip that you should have on your racket is always forehand grip. So every time you wait to do a shot, let's say for example, even if you hit a backhand and then you do the split step, when you do the split step, your grip should be already with the forehand grip. And as I mentioned in every single video, forehand grip is semi-western grip. For me, it's the only grip that works every time, 100% of the time. Your hand completely relaxed. My wrist is small, as you know. I don't have space between fingers. The hand is across the grip like that, along the grip here, not too close, and your fingers, avoid to have fingers down here, always on the racket. This is the best grip to be powerful on your forehand and always to be aggressive. Okay, if you can do a lot of topspin, be consistent, be aggressive, and use all your power. So every time you do split step, you do here with the forehand grip. If you decide to do backhand, you rotate this. When you rotate your shoulders, this hand, the right hand, relaxed, and you are ready to do the backhand. I can show you a little bit more closer. So you are here, you do split step, either here with your hand in the grip of the racket or a little bit more down. Usually I'm here. And then when you rotate your shoulders, your hand rotates here, because it's natural. If you have backhand grip waiting here, every time you go to the forehand, as you see, is much more difficult, especially if you are beginner or intermediate, to rotate for forehand grip. While if you have the forehand grip, you just relax your hand to continental and you are ready to hit the backhand. So this is the first principle you should focus, and after that you are ready to hit the shot. So now you need to understand which kind of player also you are. If you like to take risks, if you like to take risks, I would go more times for the forehand. Also, if you have a good fitness condition, you can do forehand more times, because every time you do forehand here, you cannot forget that all the court is open. So if your shot is not aggressive enough, you will lose the point. This is also important to consider. And also, every time you hit backhand here, okay, if you hit the backhand, of course it's easier and more convenient, but you need to make sure you really hit a really deep backhand, otherwise you also lose the point, especially against aggressive players. My recommendation is always to hit the forehand, and special for players like me. And then every time you hit the forehand here, you have to consider the balance. For example, with a kind of player like I am, it's much better to play a forehand on this side, even if I'm moving, than hitting a backhand, even when I'm stable and balanced, to hit an aggressive backhand. So in my case, I always prefer and I always go for forehand, even if I hit moving, because I am much more aggressive and I can generate a lot of power even when I'm not balanced, or even in other words, like in dynamic footworks, and I prefer for myself. For you, if you are a beginner, what I recommend is always to have a consistent backhand, high over the net, okay, and 2 or 3 meters over the net, because higher is the ball, deeper is going to be the ball. And as a beginner, just make things simple. Don't try to change directions. So if the ball is coming, for example, cross court to your backhand, and you are a beginner, just try to cross the ball, cross court, high over the net, and higher the ball, deeper is the ball, and you just play safe. And then if you are a little bit more advanced, maybe intermediate player, you can start already using inside out or inside in. And also talking about inside in, every time you do inside out, remember you do split step here, and usually to the backhand you go with this step first, and then you run, and then you stop, you play, finish, and then you recover. 1, 2, split step. Or if the ball is shorter, you do here split step, 1, 2, double step, 1, 2, and then you recover. And when you do inside out, after the split step, the first step that you move is always this one, and you rotate your shoulders. As in your backhand you rotate here, you see your shoulders here. In your inside out, you rotate your shoulders here, and then you run on your back here, because this way you can run super fast. So you do here, you do this, and then as you see, I can run super fast, and then we do this footwork, and usually a double step more back, and then we play. And to recover, because you transfer your weight here, you do 1, 2, split step. This is the inside out I really recommend. And every time you run away from your backhand to hit forehand, to hit this ball, I always recommend to go for the inside out first. So basically you go here, you do inside out first, not the easiest ball, 1, 2, split step, and then because you cross, you just need to wait here, and the second time, most probably is gonna cross again, the second time you hit this shot, you can try to open the angle a bit more, not just cross court, you try to open more the angle. Then because you open more the angle, imagine you open, you just do the split step here, okay, because you are in the middle of the angles. And only the third ball, if you have an opportunity, you can go for the inside in and be a little bit more aggressive. This is the pattern you need to work if you are beginner, intermediate player, and if you want to start hitting forehands on this side. Then once you are more advanced, if you want to be, I don't know, if you want to make a difference in your match, you really need to be able to go here, even when you don't have the perfect conditions, because what you want is to play with your forehand for his backhand as many times as possible. So what you will see is that you work like this, you stop here and you play and you recover. And many times if you play with me, you need to be able to run and to hit the ball and then to recover quick, because you don't have time to run, to stop, to play, and to finish. And this run, stop, play, and finish is your top priority as a beginner. I always recommend for you to do this. So this, I think, is the most important things to know about this inside out and backhand. Remember also, if you want to hit backhands, you really need to rotate your shoulders first, okay? And there are two options to improve your forehand. One is to open like this, the backhand, but even though I practice backhands like that, I learned this way. What I found out teaching all of these years, like 13, 14 years, is that every time I teach just a short movement, just rotating the shoulders, imagine you have the camera, showing the camera to the other side, just this, okay? And then running with the racket here, so basically you rotate your shoulders here, you run with the racket here on this side, and then you stop, play, and finish. Is much easier for beginners, avoid less mistakes, and make things a little bit easier. If you are already a beginner, that you have naturally this movement, just keep going. Just understand that sometimes the ball is too fast and you don't have the time to do this, so then you can manage. Even right now, for example, if I have time, I go more this way. If I don't have time, I just open and prepare. But this is me right now. If you are a beginner and if you are starting right now, just make things simple. Just rotate your shoulders, show the camera here, and avoid to have the racket on this side of the court. So backhand, one of the common mistakes is to open too much, and here you lose power. So just rotate your shoulders and keep the racket on this side, and here you are able to put more weight against the ball. And one of the most important tips is to do the power with your left hand. Every time you hit the backhand, the power is in this hand, not in your right. So the easiest grip is to shake hands here with the right hand and then just relax this hand here. This is the backhand grip. If I can't play with this, no, I cannot play with this grip. If I use this grip, my ball goes to the sky or to the ceiling if you are indoors. So this to say also that this is the theory, this is what works, this is how I teach. This works maybe 99% of the time, but for me, this grip doesn't work. So it's also important to understand what works for average, and sometimes you have exceptions. That's why it's also important to watch professional players like like even Medvedev or Kyrgios, but you never should copy what professionals are doing because they work like 5 hours a day for many years, and you cannot just see how they do and try to replicate that. You need to work your foundations, understand what works for average players, and then after you have all the foundations, then yes, you can have your own technique. But basically you need to have the foundations and then you adjust something. For example, I always learn forehand to do this, and most of my forehands I do all or here or this, and I don't go here. Maybe even 50% of my forehands I never finish, especially with hand. Even if I finish, I have my racket here. So I think for this video is all I want to share with you. I hope this helps. If you have any question, let me know here in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.